Welcome to the third episode of Recapping the LEGO Advent. In this one, we'll be taking a look at the 2018 LEGO City Advent. I reviewed this Advent last year, and in 24 videos, each being about 2 minutes, I opened the Advent day and talked briefly about the figure. And this is just going to be a recap of the Advent. So, if you want to, I'll leave the playlist in the description of this video, or if I can, I'll pin it up there. So check one of those two out to see the playlist of that. Okay, here's the Advent. Flipping the top down, it provides such a boring background. In the last episode, episode 2, I loved the background and talked about that 2014 City Advent. And this one is like an F background. Like, you really just screwed up here, LEGO. You just took this and just blew it. Like, nothing's really LEGO, there's no city, there's just like a store window, store display. Ugh. Starting off day 1 with this spaceship. Day 2 brings us this kid with a coin. Day 3 brings a mini race car. Day 4 brings a dog with a piece of chicken. Sled with a little ramp. Day 6 brings a nice snowman. I really like the top hat on that and just the inclusion of the cup of coffee. Thanks, LEGO. It brings us our next minifigure with this girl with a shovel. 8 brings a drone with a remote. This is actually a very interesting inclusion, but I like the studs on the bottom, providing the idea that there's some lights down there. For a straight lamp. Day 10 brings a nice inclusion of these soccer goals with the ball. Day 11 brings a nice train. 12 brings a very nice soft serve ice cream machine. 13 brings a girl with a soft serve ice cream, probably from that machine. Day 14 brings some presents. Day 15 brings a Christmas tree with a nice inclusion as a minifig statue as the top of the tree. This is a pretty small tree, and it just doesn't look as good as the tree from 2014. 16 is this nice pastry cart. Day 17 is this nice pastry chef. 18 is a remote control car. 19 are these remote control cars. Day 20 is this little excavator. Day 21 is this candy cane tree. Day 23 brings a very interesting helicopter design. I like this as a mini build. And finally, day 24 brings a Santa. All in all, this is a pretty bland advent calendar in my opinion. I wish that they went for more of a design of a city instead of a toy store, because it feels like there's a bunch of wasted opportunity with all the mini builds. I enjoyed the variety of mini builds. For some of my complaints in the last 2 episodes, I've complained that there's 3 or 4 sleds or multiple weapons racks in the Star Wars, so I enjoy that there's no repetition of builds. I mean, you could say that there's 2 cars, but they're very different. One's minifigure and one's a RC car. So that's my complaint. I think it's mostly a C Advent. There's some good, some bad, but I wish that there was more builds that the characters could interact with versus just all these little small mini toy builds that they were just in. I like the more city aspect stuff, you know, with the lampposts and the vendor cars. So yeah, that's my opinion. Bye bye. See you next week for episode 4.